Hello and welcome to the Generation Gap podcast. I'm Lunchbox.
And I'm Gleek. And we're a day late and a dollar short yet again.
Holy shit in Christ.
Yeah. I'm sorry, folks, dude. I'm going to be honest. Life has jumped up and bit both of us in the ass. It just... no excuse. No excuse. We fucking dropped the ball. Should have been doing more shows. But... it is what it is.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
All of the time. And like you just end up getting like bogged down in different things and meaning to do something some days and just
yeah.
end up having to completely circumnavigate like all through your plans and shit.
So we got a Facebook now, right?
We have two Facebook fan pages.
Really?
Like they can either search us up by the Generation Gap or Picklestick Productions on Facebook. We don't have like the name, the @ symbol name yet, because it's a little bit too new. But it is there. Like if people go search through Facebook, and type in Picklestick Productions in the search bar, the Generation Gap podcast, both will pop up.
And if anything's wrong with it, it's all Lunchbox's fault.
It's all me, because like I need to be I needed to ask you too to email me like all of our logos and shit so I can use those. Because I try to pull them from the website, and the ones that I could get from the website are too small. Like I don't have any way. Yeah,
odd.
Yeah, like I don't have any way of resizing the images like right now.
I've got all that shit saved. I think last time I looked, and there was somewhere like 10 gigs of shit saved.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to transfer all that the other day. Well, my fucking laptop shit the bed yet again.
Oh, fuck, dude.
I'm not getting into it other than to say, what the fuck, BSD? Holy shit.
It's like, it reminds me of whenever I noticed how much space I had left on my laptop. And it was right before I got the external hard drive. But a mixture of having a bunch of games downloaded from Steam that I never play and music that I never listen to compounded all at one time. And I noticed I had like, I think it was like something like 30 something gigs left on like my hard drive. And I was like, oh, fuck this. And just started like yanking Steam games out of there that I never fucking played. And like still keep games on there that I never fucking play.
Yeah.
It's like I tried to explain it to a buddy of mine. It's like, I have all these like games for PS4. I have just like the newest titles. I have all of Fallout 4 for all the DLCs came out yet. I could have been playing GTA 5 and Battlefront the entire time. All I've been doing is jerking off and playing World of Warcraft. Whoop-de-fucking-do!
Well, I've heard about this new update for Fallout that it allows you to like they've switched where you can like have different relays and switches and shit like that. That kind of interested me when I saw it. But then I got to looking a little bit into it, and I read a thing on Hackaday. And no. They're completely fudging it. Like, the shit they're representing it as isn't the actual components. And it was like this whole thing on Hackaday, like, that shit doesn't work this way.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't hold Bethesda as strict to their way of doing things as I would say like the people that make Minecraft, because like the computer's all in Minecraft. That's a very basic binary 1 and 0 system, open and close gate.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have hurt them. Like if you're going to present this shit, these switches and shit, it's not that fucking difficult to do it like real world.
Yeah, it's not, but I think it requires like a whole bunch of like more programming for programmers to put programming in programming.
Well, I thought in a way that they're kind of fucking up some of that, because let's be honest, Fallout is not fucking Minecraft.
No, I have barely used the settlement tools, but they're like it's the option of like the player. Like I've said before in a previous podcast, like I have one buddy that played the first 20 hours of the game just building up the Red Rocket gas station.
Yeah, well, if that's what makes him happy, more power to him.
Yeah,
you know?
and a lot of his game time has just been working on, you know, building sediments and building things, but you know, that's just what he likes to do. Whereas my whole thing was pick a gun, grab dog meat, and go out a direction and
Yeah.
like see what you stumble upon.
Well, you're talking about Minecraft. Have you seen the newest update for Minecraft?
I haven't like paid much attention to it.
Fuck it. It just got some updates and shit. They updated like the skeletons and shit like that, But dude, this was like you mentioned once, a fucking wolf update.
Yeah,
They added a polar bear.
yeah,
Who the fuck gives a damn about the polar bear?
yeah. The better than wolves mod. There
Yeah.
might be like a better than polar bears mod, but
Yeah, I was looking at the new changes that they'd made, and I'm like, oh, polar bears, that's pretty interesting. Oh, you kill them and fish drop out. What? That don't make no motherfucking sense.
my care for Minecraft pretty much cuts off at the last edition. Last edition that came out of Tekkit Classic, or the one that it has like the Hexic 3 mod, as well as like Equivalent Exchange, Industrial Craft.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've looked into that stuff and I've never run it.
Yeah, like the Tekkit pack. That's just, to me, that's the only reason why I'd play Minecraft again. Even though like my laptop now, like I've got too much shit on it, causes a memory leak and then crashes.
Really?
Yeah. Too many blocks have been displaced because of strip mining. But
Well, I don't know. I play Minecraft and sometimes I get bored and like, fuck it, I'm going to play it. But I've said it before, I'll say it again. Once you're past that initial survival horror part of it,
yeah,
hey, I've got a fucking sword now. I've got a fucking place to hide. I've made a bed so I can fucking bypass the night. Boom. There goes the fucking challenge. Now, I could go get off my ass and try to go like fight the dragon,
yeah,
and all that, but I get bored. I get fucking bored with it.
that is the problem with all open world games. You eventually get upgraded to the point to where nothing in the overworld is a challenge.
Yeah.
That's the problem that I ran into with Mad Max a lot, because like my car, holy fucking shit, like I wasn't afraid of anything anymore.
Yeah, I remember watching you play it, and you just smash
I would-
into
I would-
people, and
I would like you go from at the beginning of the game, avoiding conflict and trying to run away from conflict, to running headlong into it just from like all the upgrades and shit. And once it gets to that point, that is supposed to be the natural progression of the game, like for you to be able to get to that point in anything, but you run out of a little bit of a challenge. And like the reason why I had to step back from Mad Max is because fear, like weird hallucinations, like waking like hallucinations, like daydreams of like nuclear bombs going off.
yeah, what are you talking about that?
Yeah, and I was just
you
like,
got to consider what the reality of what the fuck you're playing.
yeah, and like I still haven't stepped back into it. Like I would love to just buckle down and finish the game, but there's a part of me too. It's like, I don't think you're done off this little like existential crisis you had because of it. And so I'm just
I
like,
think that's why I got into it when I was a kid, because as a kid in the 80s, we were absolutely fucking certain that, there was no fucking doubt, we were going to go to war. The Russians were going to bomb the fuck out of us. It was going to happen.
yeah,
And I remember my father telling me then to get skills and understand shit, because chances are, son, by the time you're 20, we're going to be at war.
yeah.
And he really meant it. I mean, he wasn't like some survivalist nut. He was like, there's a lot of fucking morons in this world, and they're going to set it off.
It's like the doomsday clock in the Watchmen.
Yeah. Well, the doomsday clock that's in real life. Yeah.
That's also a scary thing to think of. I don't like thinking of going too deep into thinking about that, because the human race, ever since we've discovered the atomic bomb, we've prided ourselves on being able to end all existence on Earth.
Yeah.
And I was watching a video about it the other day. It's like, even though we are able to do that to multicellular organisms, life under the ocean and microscopic organisms really aren't going to be affected that much, and then it'll just evolve all over again, and like we would just be like the footnote in history of the dumbasses that kill ourselves off.
Yeah, we'd be known a million years from now from a fucking pop bottle that got dug up from the bottom of some ancient fucking lake.
Yeah. It's like, look at this Coca-Cola thing. Like, it'll be like what Carlin says, the Earth plus plastic.
Yeah, pretty much. Which, I've thought about that. What the hell would they find?
Like archaeologists from the future?
Yeah, they're going to... What do we know about the fucking ancient Romans, the ancient Greeks? We know it from digging through their fucking trash piles.
Yeah.
I mean, the cavemen, they found a fucking cave one time, and they were able to figure out what the fuck they eat, what kind of world they lived in, because what they found was a crack in the earth in their cave where everybody shit.
Yeah.
And as gross as it sounds, they dug to the bottom and dug out the old poop and realized, hey, their diet stayed the same for hundreds of fucking years. That's what's going to happen here. They're going to dig up the fucking landfill.
Yeah. They're going to find all those abandoned Bart Simpson plushies that have been fossilized, like on Futurama.
AOL fucking discs.
Yeah.
And,
They're really concerned about the internet being or connected for at least 100 hours a month. Like, what the fuck?
Well, I had a buddy of mine. He was a really good artist, dude. I really wish that he'd expanded and went into like comic book art and stuff like that. And I've been after him. I've been trying to get him to do art for us for a fucking year now.
Yeah.
And he had this fucking concept for a long time there. He was drawing only on styrofoam cups and plates. Because he had this concept that 1,000 years from now, it'll be the only thing fucking left. He said, I could do a big portrait on canvas and beautiful painting. It's going to be gone. But I draw this fucking thing on a styrofoam plate, throw it the fuck away. 1,000 years from now, they'll know who the fuck he is. Because some asshole will dig that fucking plate up and look at that picture. And he was doing it. He was drawing pictures and throwing them the fuck away on purpose. It was like his time capsule.
That is like genius on a kind of on a depressing level.
Yeah. But when you think about it, it makes complete fucking sense.
Oh yeah, it makes complete sense. That's why it's a little bit more depressing than what it would normally be.
Well, you'd have to know the guy. He's got a hell of a fucking sense of humor about the world.
Yeah, It just seems like what we were talking about earlier, like the nihilist point of view of like shit not really mattering.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily a nihilist. I think he's just like the ultimate realist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which nihilism and realism gets crossed over quite a bit.
True.
Because like, I don't know, I'd much rather like call what I feel most of the time not give a fuckism. Because like, you just kind of like deal with shit as it arises, and then most of the time you have to weigh like the pros and cons of actually dealing with it.
Yeah.
Because you make a choice by not choosing, but then also you take an action by not acting either.
Yeah.
And it becomes to a point to where, I don't know, you think of whether or not it's even worth acting upon anyway.
Yeah.
Like, are the actions that come out of doing it even going to affect you enough, or even going to benefit you enough to be able to do this?
Well, ultimately, I think I've come to this fucking idea of late. It really comes down to one question: what would Rick Sanchez do? Because when you watch Rick and Morty, dude, it boils down to bullshit. What's important, what isn't. And I really think that the concept of Rick is really how people should live their fucking life.
Just doing whatever, just laissez-faire as fuck.
Yeah, just do what's right for you.
Yeah.
And don't worry about other people. Don't force other people to do anything. Fuck it. The world is you based on your fucking outlook and your perspective.
Yeah, and then Morty has the exact opposite point of view. He sees how important life is. Because when they come into that universe where they had just been killed, and they bury themselves in the backyard, there's an episode or an episode or two later when him and his sister Summer are talking about like the VR machines, like her mother and daughter, or like her father and mother having these like fantastic lives.
Yeah, they're
kids.
actors and fucking doctors.
Yeah.
Summer's always just summer.
Yeah, and she's like having this crisis that, you know, her parents' lives would have been better if she would have never been born.
Mm-hmm.
And then Morty has that conversation with her of like, look, I have buried myself. We are less than 20 feet away from my own body.
Yeah.
And you want to be wrapped up on whether or not your parents wanted you to exist in the first place? Be glad that at least you do. Now let's go watch TV.
Yeah. Yeah. Which... You know, that's a heady fucking concept.
Yeah.
And, you know, another one always bugged me, though, about that episode. If you could pick a world, you know, they picked a world where Rick and Morty had just gotten killed, but otherwise it's exactly identical to their world, right? Why didn't they pick a world, like, you can keep just fucking tumbling the dice, keep rolling them. Why couldn't they pick a world where they had both died at, like, the bottom of a giant pit that had made it real easy to fucking cover up? The world they go into, they fucking exploded.
Maybe
they had to scrape themselves off the fucking wall of the shed. You know,
maybe that world came along either too early or too late.
But yeah, but you see my point. Just keep rolling the dice. You're going to find a world where both of you just died because you crawled into a fucking culvert. Yeah,
but they had to find another world like right then because of like that virus outbreak, and so like
the Cronenberg.
Yeah, the Cronenberg. Oh, fuck.
I don't know why the fuck we're on this subject. I can't wait for fucking episode or season 3.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Have they even started advertising it yet? Or?
Not really, no.
No, okay. It's about like trying to wait for season 3 of Attack on Titan. It's like hurry up and get it out, dude. And it's like a little Japanese dude's like still writing the comics. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It probably won't be out here until at least like another year or two anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Like after the anime comes out in Japan, you know, we still have to wait even longer. Ahmad's going to have, or Sick Nasty is going to have a panic attack in the meantime, not getting his Attack on Titan fill.
Well, those movies were all right.
Oh, the live action one?
Yeah, I watched the first one. It was really good. It was like the comic in a lot of ways. You know, or the cartoon. Which, you know, I don't know if they've created it yet. Have they made a video game based on that?
Attack on Titan? Yeah, I think they've made a few.
They have?
I haven't ever.
Was it Japan only, or?
I'm not sure. I've just never really looked into it. Normally video games that have like television licenses,
suck.
Suck ass. I know the last Family Guy game like really sucked.
Oh yeah.
I think the PlayStation 2 Family Guy game wasn't like as great as what people remember it as.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the only good television based video game that came out, I think last generation, was the South Park game.
Yeah. Which that new one's gonna be badass.
The Fractured But Whole?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
I showed the boy, you know, my nephew the other day, I showed him it sounds silly, man, but fuck it, he's 12, he's old enough to handle this shit. I showed him Orgazmo.
Oh my god.
And BASEketball. Dude, I swear to God, it was fucking awesome. He thought Orgazmo was funny as fuck. But me and him got talking about it, and he kind of agreed. One, the rules of BASEketball, he fucking liked. And he was like, oh my God, I can't wait for school to start back so I can start playing it with my friends. He thinks it'd be awesome as shit to start playing BASEketball. You know, like, instead of fucking shooting horse and shit. But we got talking about it. Why the fuck didn't they ever make a video game
about BASEketball?
Yes. Now, I know, I mean, dude, it's a sports title idea, but you know yourself it'd be fun as shit.
I would love to see like a BASEketball league. Mm-hmm. Like if there was like a whole bunch of like comedians that got together and played BASEketball, because that's really like the only like people I think could do it just because of the smack talk aspect.
You're talking about the psych outs?
Yeah. So that would make it like funny as shit. Like if they had celebrity BASEketball, like I would watch that on television. I would watch that on television like every single time it was on. Like it could be a Netflix exclusive, and that would be like my reason for keeping my subscription.
Yeah.
But
well, you know, another one though, like I said, a video game based on Orgazmo would be fucking hilarious, dude. Think about it. The same companies made the fucking South Park game to make one where you play fucking Orgazmo and Chota Boy.
Oh my god.
You know that would fucking rock, dude.
And
Chota Dog.
it would be like a Jay and Silent Bob video game. Like, what would you do? Like, what would you end up doing in it? Like, the whole, like, going through the movies and doing the whole fat ass fly scene.
Well, there is a fucking Jay and Silent Bob video game.
What?
I swear to God, look it up. It exists. No shit. I remember Kevin Smith talking about it.
Oh, it's like a mobile game.
I can't remember if it's mobile or not.
Jay and Silent Bob Chronic Blunt Punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what the fuck? Oh, it's gonna be like an actual like title for like the Xbox and
yeah,
shit.
they were doing, was it like a Kickstarter or something for
yeah,
it?
that's what I'm on.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I listened to some of their podcasts where they had the guys that were going to be doing the game come on and talk about it. And I mean, fuck it, why not, dude? That shit would be hilarious, you know? I mean, think about it, a game where you get to fight fucking Cockknocker, you know? I mean, come on. That shit would be hilarious.
I would much rather like to fight a Clit. I would
become the Clit commander.
I would really like to rub out the Clit.
Well, yeah. Fucking A, who wouldn't?
It's got to rub out the Clit really good. You know, you gotta make sure that all of those ladies are down for the count after you rub the Clit
right.
out.
If you do it right, they will be.
You gotta be the Clit commander. Woo!
Yeah. But, yeah, in other subjects, dude, I've had a hell of a time the last couple of weeks. I mean, I don't know how to describe this. You want to talk about a pain in my ass, all right? I love mopeds. Mm-hmm. I fucking love them. I love riding them. I love working on them. These motherfuckers are the seagulls around my fucking neck, all right? I've got two of them. Right now, my two peds are chronically fucking broke down, dude. I had it's so stupid. My sax. I took that motherfucker apart because of a leaking the pedal shaft on it, right? Mm-hmm. It kept dripping a little transmission fluid. I'm like, all right, goddamn lazy ass. You've got the part. Get the motherfucker apart. Put that part in. Which pisses me off that to replace this one little fucking seal, you have to take the whole fucking motor apart. Alright, I can do that, no biggie. I'm gonna do shit like fucking make sure all the ports are ported and everything's good. And I'm gonna do it upright. So I slowly fucking take it apart. I slowly put that motherfucker together, just beautiful. I take that sumbitch apart. I go through it. I do it up proper. I get that fucking seal in. That seal is fucking beautiful. Alright, I'm putting the whole fucking motor back together. I get right to the fucking certain point. And my neighbor comes over. Now, my neighbor's a good guy. He's a good guy. I'm not going to fault him for this, but this is what happened. I get fucking distracted talking to him. Alright?
Uh-huh.
And I'm taking the fucking cylinder apart. And I shit you not, I break a fucking ring. Yeah. One of the goddamn rings that I had to order from Germany, I break that motherfucker. All right. Fuck me very much. Okay. So, I order the fucking part. It cost me some fucking money. All right. I get the fucking parts in. I'm good to go, right? I'm putting the motherfucking motor back together. Put the cylinder on. Pistons goes together just beautiful, right? And I strip the motherfucking case bolt that holds the head on. Son of a bitch, I just wanted to replace the fucking gasket. And now I've ended up having to replace the fucking gasket, the goddamn ring, and now the fucking case bolt. And I'm not going to fucking half-ass this shit. Fuck it. If I can't get the original part, I'm not doing it. I want the original shit that's meant to go on the motor. I'm not rigging this shit up.
Yeah.
So, my sax is out of fucking commission. Now, my fucking Suzuki. Alright? That goddamn son of a bitch. A while back, I fucking four-corner seized that motherfucker. All right, just a complete fucking lockup. And about 2 years ago, I'd bored the fucking cylinder out, replaced everything, rebuilt it beautiful. All right, fine, fuck it. I'll order the piston kit, order that shit from Japan. I'll fucking fix it. I get that motherfucker together, and I'm not fucking playing, dude. I'm taking my fucking time breaking that fucking motor in, babying it, right? I get out fucking putting around. Dude, I'm not doing 25 miles an hour on that motherfucker. Come up to a fucking stop, and that son of a bitch locks so fucking hard that the back wheel fucking slid. Yeah. I get back to the house, take it apart. That son of a bitch four-corner seized again. So I've taken the motherfucker apart again, honed out that fucking cylinder, sanded the fucking piston down, which I don't like the fucking idea of having to do. And I've had a case of the fuck-its, like for the last day or two. I'm tearing down the whole fucking bike, cleaning the entire fucking, the gas tank, the lines, everything. The whole fucking automatic oiler system, all that shit. Been going through it step by step. And on top of it, I had to order a reproduction fucking carburetor. All right, it's not a lot. It's like fucking $25. Just so I could get one goddamn part out of it for my carb. Yeah, I had to order this whole reproduction carburetor just so I could get the goddamn float needle.
That's retarded?
It is very much retarded. To order it from like old Suzuki parts, you're going to pay like $40 just for that fucking float needle.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude.
But, you got to pay to play.
Yeah.
But it's like everything I have done of late, despite my best efforts, shit's all over me. It's like, oh, you're trying to do something? Well, reality doesn't give a fuck.
It's like the deal with my car.
Mm-hmm.
I've been like nursing this kind of like the slow leak for 3-4 months.
Yeah, deal with that. Whatever's leaking, deal with it.
I had to. I was made to. I was delivering something to a customer, driving my car back, and I noticed it was riding a little bit rough. Well, I got out, back tire that had slow leak completely fucking flat.
Yeah.
Had to had to call my dad up and be like, hey, can you help me deal with this? I'm at work. I really can't do it.
Yeah.
Went up there, put the donut on it. I didn't even think I had a spare. I thought when we opened it up, opened up the trunk of it, I didn't see one. I don't remember seeing one.
So what you didn't even know you had a spare?
No.
What the fuck? That's like step one, man.
Like I thought we checked for it, and I thought that there wasn't one there. Right? Like I completely forgotten about it.
Yeah.
But I had to go. Like I called around different places. I was like, look, do you have any tires my size? Which the car is like, it has 15s. Like the most fucking common car wheel size there is.
Yeah.
Every fucking place I called, they're like, no, we're all out of 15s used. I was like, all right, fuck
Of course they are. It's because you wanted it.
Yeah.
Just because you wanted it's why they're not there.
It was fucking out, and I was so fucking pissed, dude. Like, because I was like, all right, what's the price on a new tire that you get? And they're like $70, and I'm like, fucking shit.
Yeah.
So I had to buckle down. It was like the same shit that you had to do. I had to buckle down. I went and got a tire, and I got an oil change thing.
Yeah, just fuck it. Go pay for it and get it done.
I had meant to be doing an oil change for the past couple of weeks on it anyway, just to have it done. And went ahead and knocked it all out all in time. And it's like, yeah, it takes a fucking chunk out of your ass, but now I don't have to worry about that tire again for at least a little while, hopefully.
Yeah.
Little bastards.
Yeah. You're talking about tire? On my other bike, all right, on my CH250, the big Honda, I had a problem. You're talking about a slow leak? I got noticing that the back tire was spongy. Same shit. Dude, I fucking put air in it the other day, and that shit just started leaking. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I stopped, broke down the whole thing, pulled the fucking valve out of it. I've got tools to pull the valves, I don't know where the fuck this come from, dude. There was green shit all over my fucking valve. And I'm like, what in the fuck is this?
Was it like maybe some sort of like fix-a-flat or something? Or?
I'm thinking the only thing I can figure at some point, my brother, I think, put fucking slime in my fucking tire. Not being an ass, just I remember him having a bottle of it. He must have at some point said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna put a little of this in this tire," which I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
I don't trust it. I've just had nightmares with it. But I pulled it out, and I remember looking at this fucking snot green Slimer looking shit, and I'm like, "You motherfucker!" Because it's never put on the bottle. They don't tell you, "Hey, a year down the road, your fucking valves are gonna fucking stick."
Yeah.
And I've never seen a set of valves not stick.
Because of fucking...
Yeah. It gums up. And it makes the tire weigh more. And if it fucking sits for too long, it'll settle on one side and throw the fucking balance off.
I don't think I've ever used that shit before.
Yeah. Well, I got it going. You know, I got in, cleaned that shit out. But there was that moment of, what the fuck? I mean, at first I was thinking, like... My mind immediately went to like, what the fuck? These are new tires. Don't tell me that this shit's got mold or something. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
That would be the last thing that I would look for. Like, I remember my dad's mom, I remember she had put so much fix-a-flat in the tire of like her Nissan pickup that it like the tire exploded. Yeah.
Wow.
Like that shit. Well,
it just kept expanding and expanding in there.
Inside of it, yeah. The tire just fucking exploded.
Holy fuck,
yeah.
Man.
Like that's
a lot of fucking fix-a-flat.
Yeah, that's way beyond, you know, this is just going to be a quick fix.
Yeah.
This is like negligence to a level that is almost unbelievable. But I can imagine that is not, like, my grandmother's probably not the first or the last person that'll ever happen to.
Yeah.
Because people get of that mindset of, oh, it's just a quick fix. It's just a quick fix.
Yeah.
And then they just keep doing it.
It's like that video. Have you seen where I don't know where the fuck this video comes from. But there's a house, and like at the top of the stairs, there's a 55-gallon drum. And this device knocks the fucking drum over so it pours down the stairs. And you realize it's that expanding foam.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, and it pours all the way down the fucking staircase, just fucking expanding until it reaches like a fucking a sterno lamp at the bottom. Yeah, and all that fucking foam just ignites and blows the goddamn house apart.
Who in their right mind thinks this shit's a good idea? Like...
I don't know, man.
Like, I can understand, like, doing shit for science.
Yeah.
Like, in a controlled environment. But let's not be, like, YouTube dumbasses here, right? Like, let's put two and two together and realize what the fuck is going to happen. First off, I would do that outside.
Yeah.
Or in a stage that I have set up, right?
Pour it through the T-tops in an old car that I don't give a fuck about.
Yeah, like go to the junkyard, get a fucking beater car that's never going to run again.
Yeah, and then fill it full of, like...
See what happens, right? But why the fuck would you even, like... Because that's, like, the first instance I've seen of someone, like, pouring that shit together. I've seen it done for pranks, but it not explode.
Yeah.
Right?
They waited for it to fucking expand, and then it reached the fucking flame, so it ignite that shit.
Yeah. You fuck.
Yeah, who the fuck thought, like, I could see doing it, like, if you want to get revenge on somebody. Like, you know what? Fuck that guy. I'm going to dump 50 gallons of fucking spray foam through his goddamn mailbox slot.
There's a difference in between, like, malicious intent, which is that, and a prank. But, like, a prank, to me, would that'd be along the same subject of expanding foam, is whether you fill someone's car up balloons, or ping pong balls. Like, that shit's funny, because, like, it's like, oh, look at all these fucking ping pong balls. You just got a fucking mess on your hand that you have to deal with. It's a little bit harder to clean up than balloons.
Yeah, or, like, go out and saran wrap a guy's fucking car, like, 50 layers.
Yeah. And it's like, motherfucker, and they have to, like, get an X-Acto knife and, like, cut out the door before they can, like, peel their car open.
Which, just the word you said, malicious intent. You fucking reminded me of something I'd forgotten. And I can't believe I fucking forgot this. on my Suzuki. When I went to fix the fucking piston on it, I think somebody fucked with my bike. And I don't know if it's maybe part of what fucked up later. I don't think it is. I reached up and I went to take the spark plug out of it. And the spark plug was loose as fuck. And I'm like, bullshit. I know I'd cinched it down before I parked the bike.
Yeah.
I opened that motherfucker up, started to take the cylinder off of it, and water poured out of that fucking motor. Okay? Just the way it was sitting, the way everything. The only thing I can think of is that some asshole poured water in my fucking cylinder.
Yeah.
And now I was able to get by it. I took the fucking bike and I stood it up on its ass end. And I took a whole fucking huge bottle of two-stroke. Well, first, it sounds ridiculous. I sprayed WD-40 all inside the fucking case. Because it's meant to fucking repel water.
Yeah.
Poured that out, and then I took a whole big thing of fucking two-stroke, poured it into the fucking case, let it sit, and then dumped it out. And just let it drain, you know. When I cranked it, there wasn't no excessive smoking. I'd let it drain out perfect. But that sure as fuck happened. That whole fucking cylinder was full of water. And the only way it could happen is if some asshole come up and, I don't know, put a fucking funnel on the goddamn spark plug hole and filled it full.
And
I have no idea. Because I know for a fucking fact it wasn't sitting out in the rain where it could gather rain. I know I fucking cinched the damn spark plug down. This was intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I told you the day that you had told me about it was like I would have definitely have filed a police report and been like, look,
yeah, they've
been like my vehicle, my property has been fucked with.
Oh yeah, I've had my shit fucked with over the years several times.
Yeah, and it's just people being made aware of it because it's bullshit to have your stuff messed with.
Yeah. All right, getting away from all that, I want to talk about something that I seen recently. It's a movie from a couple of years back. It's not a big movie or nothing, but I actually enjoyed the shit out of this.
Yeah?
Which is, for me, to watch a film that I like is rare. I watched this fucking, what would you call it, a biopic? You know, where they tell the story of somebody famous? Mm-hmm. Is that the term for it?
Like a biopic or?
Yeah, it was a movie, but it's, you know, about the history of somebody.
Bioflick? I don't know what you would actually call it.
I was thinking biopic is the term. Anyway.
Fuck words.
Fuck words. I watched this movie the other day. It was called I Saw the Light. And it's about the history of Hank Williams Sr.
Uh-huh.
And, dude, I learned some stuff. I learned stuff about his life and career that I had no fucking clue about. Like, it talked about his early days, you know, playing on the radio. And how that he was being paid to show up like 6 o'clock in the fucking morning. Yeah. And do radio stuff, you know, play music. And it showed, it focused a lot on like his personal love life and shit like that. And dude, I had no fucking idea. Did you know he had spina bifida?
No fucking clue.
Yeah. And that's what later kind of what killed him was that he become addicted to opiates. And
fuck.
And that trip, you know, he died in the backseat of a car.
Yeah.
You know, going to a show. And the story was always that he OD'd or something. Well, it was because of his fucking addiction. He was kind of an alcoholic. Plus that, you know. It's a good movie, though. And it's really weird that there's a fucking English guy playing fucking Hank Williams Sr. But he does a really good, like, Southern American accent.
It's not like the dude from The Walking Dead. Coral.
Yeah, exactly.
Coral.
Yeah, it's none of that bullshit. But
got a horrible coral.
But yeah, like I said, you know, I don't like country really, except for the old school shit.
Yeah.
But this movie was actually worth my fucking time to watch.
Outside of Willie Whalen, Cash, and a couple of others,
yeah,
it's really hard for me to.
Yeah, throw in some Cove.
Even,
yeah.
Wow! Boys, wow. Booty Hunter.
But, yeah, it was a good movie, dude. It reminded me a lot. I watched a years even before, you know, way back. There was a film about his last trip where he died. It was called The Last Ride.
Uh-huh.
This movie was good in the same kind of way. I love a film where I experience and learn something I haven't fucking known before.
Yeah, which is always like kind of refreshing from shit like that, because.
Well, I mean, it just, damn.
It's like you go through and like the surface of what's happening, but not really like anything else. Like like anytime you go back and watch anything about Jake the Snake Roberts, you always like find another layer. It's like, holy shit, when does it stop? Yeah. When do all the demons in? What the fuck, Jake? Stop it. Like, I am sad now. What the fuck, depression? Oh, crack? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, trouble with your daughter. Jake Roberts, stop! Fuck!
How low can we go?
God, dude, just fucking chill, man.
Well, see, some of these shows like that, though, they help explain and fill in some of the gaps of shit you didn't know, and explain some of the things that you already... It explains some of the things you knew. Like, why did this happen? Well, now I fucking understand why. It's good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another film I watched I thought was pretty good. It suffered from a lot of shit. It could have done without a lot of shit. If you get a chance, watch the film Eddie the Eagle. I'm serious, dude. It's fucking really cool. It's about this kid. He's growing up in Britain. And it's a true story up to a point. All right. But this kid, he grew up in like awe of fucking Olympic athletes. And he's like a four-eyed fucking dork. It's like with no talent. No fucking talent, really. Okay. And he tried to find some way that he could get into sports, and he eventually become like part of a cross-country fucking team, skiing and shit. And he got fucked one time out of being on the Olympic team. Like, they picked everybody else. He was part of, like, the national team. And they're like, everybody but you. Sorry, piss off. It's like, fucking, I want to say 80, somewhere up through there. So he starts looking. And he's like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to find a way to be in the fucking Olympics. And he looked it up, and he realized that there was no fucking, like, ski jumper for the fucking country of Britain.
Duh.
Yeah, there wasn't none. They hadn't participated for like since the 50s or 60s, way the hell back. So he goes to Germany, learns how to fucking ski jump, and he was doing it technically on like the lesser hills, and just got the ability that he could fucking jump and land. And went and competed in like one competition. So technically, by the rules, they had to let him in, that he was going to be Britain's fucking ski jumper in the Olympics. And dude found out later, they fucked him. They made a special fucking rule to keep people from doing it and called it Eddie's Rule.
Duh!
Yeah. But he was like, he never fucking really placed high. And his whole competition shit, even like when he went, he did like regular jumps, and then when it come up to the high level competition, dude, he almost fucking wiped completely out. He had never jumped from the fucking big ramp. God. And he did it the first time in the Olympics. And he hits the fucking ground. And they've got a rule that like if you hit and your skis are on the ground but your back slaps the fucking ground on the hill, as long as you can stand the fuck up before you reach the bottom, it counts. And he was able to actually do that the one time he jumped.
Fucking shit, dude.
And they fucked him, dude. He was never let into any other shit. But it's an entertaining movie. The problem, this is what it bugged me. The character seemed too pat, okay? His, quote, coach was this washed up fucking alcoholic fucking ski jump guy, like an American from way back.
It makes me think of Cool Runnings.
Yeah, it's got a Cool Runnings vibe to it. And, that movie, they faked a lot of that.
Yeah.
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 Well, what's his name? The asshole that played fucking Hugh Jackman that played fucking Wolverine.
Yeah.
He's his fucking coach.
Fuck.
After the fact, after watching the movie, I found out that character was completely fucking made up. That movie would have been better without his fucking character.
Yeah.
That whole fucking made up subtext bullshit. It was unnecessary. It got in the fucking way. But that movie, dude, you just watch it. That movie is fucking good. It's entertaining as hell.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Especially the fucked over so many times aspect that always like does some really pretty good character building within it.
Yeah. Well, this guy though, he's a real fucking dude, and to this day still fucking competes in like fucking skiing shit. But ever since then, they just fuck you. You're not getting in the Olympics because you pissed us off
so badly so many times by doing digs, by us just being pricks and not letting you.
Isn't that the whole point of the fucking Olympics?
It's to be inclusive.
And not just inclusive. If it doesn't matter how good you are, it's the coming there and participating.
Yeah,
that's what counts. And that's really, like, fuck you. My dream is to be in the Olympics, and goddamn it, you're not going to stop me.
Yeah.
But then later they're like, yes, we can. We have the money. Fuck you. Yeah.
Speaking of other fucked in the ass, soul crushing things that piss me off, but I keep coming back like a battered and abused housewife,
like a dog to his own vomit.
Fucking shit. WWE finally didn't let me down for once. Finally.
What?
Finally.
I thought it's like in the contract that they were supposed to disappoint you at every show.
Yeah, like every single time. It's like, so is this pay-per-view going to be the one that you finally unsubscribe from the WWE Network for good? And I'm like, man. No. I'm just I just signed my name there and it just fucking burned in with my blood and sweat and tears and fucking self-destruction. So, the Money in the Bank pay-per-view,
okay,
was billed to be a WrestleMania level caliber of matches, which I did review for WrestleMania. This was better than WrestleMania.
Really?
Yeah, WrestleMania kind of sucked cock compared to like what happened at Money in the Bank.
Is that the one I watched part of it with you? I think I was over here when you was watching.
Oh yeah, what was I think you left during the Divas match, right before the good match happened, which was actually the 6-man ladder match for the briefcase.
Yeah, I remember some chicks fucking rolling around.
Yeah,
I'm like, fuck this.
Me and Sick Nasty, we got to the point we had a conversation about after it happened where neither one of us are content with someone named Natalia. That's like the niece of Bret Hart, the daughter of Jim Neidhart. Yeah. Comes from a great wrestling lineage. Back in the day when the Divas division really fucking sucked, she was one of two shining gems in it. Yeah. Now since they actually have good female wrestlers like Charlotte Flair, she's more like trying to compare a fake gold ring to an elaborate Fabergé egg.
Gotcha.
So, you have this elaborate Fabergé egg. It's that's really pretty to look at. I like what it's doing. It was probably stolen from the Tsar's family, which makes it even fucking better. And then there's this, which I used to like, but now I have that. Yeah. So, it's kind of that choice in between, do I want a 16, or do I want a 4-pound steak, or do I want a Whopper? I mean, if I was hungry, I'd eat the Whopper.
But I'd rather have this
4-pound steak.
Yeah.
Yeah. And both come to the conclusion that she sucks ass compared to everyone else that came along.
Which says something about how bad all that shit used to suck if she was the shining gem.
Yeah. Which makes us how much did I waste my time during this? And you have the realization, it's oh yeah, the Divas match used to be the one we used to take a shit during, or you go over to your buddy's house that doesn't let you smoke in there, and that was the one you went outside and smoked during.
Yeah, cigarette break.
Yeah.
But I have no interest in women's wrestling unless they're in a fucking swimming pool full of goddamn baby oil and ripping each other's clothes off. Other than that,
I love the shit out of me some women's Japanese wrestling. A finishing move that I would use comes from female Japanese wrestling.
Really,
because of how devastating it looks. I think like you can find it by looking for looking on YouTube for Japanese muscle buster.
Mm-hmm.
But what it is the back of their neck is right here on your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And their legs they're folded up, so you have like your hands on the back of their knees,
Mm-hmm.
and then you drop down straight down on it to it, so it
Okay.
crunches them. But right before you drop all the way down, you let them go so they fall backward.
So I hope Japanese women's wrestling is better than fucking Japanese porn.
Japanese porn is the height of tentacle experimentation.
You want to feel fucking bad? Every time you watch Japanese porn, it sounds like them poor bitches are crying. You want to talk about a fucking turn off? Oh my God. It's like you want to jump in and go, "You're hurting her, stop!" I don't know what you're doing, but she don't like it.
The eels, their swimming hurts. That's a subject for a whole nother day. I'm not getting to that right now.
Yeah.
But
I knew I should have stayed at my job as a clerk.
Oh God. But the match of the night was definitely like the 6-man. That was the Money in the Bank ladder match, which is no fucking surprise. Since, but it was like a spot fest from hell. Like everyone was like just doing big shit, and it all looked really good. And like everything, like there was hardly any moments to where the crowd did not chant "Holy shit!" just like over and over again over this PG rated product, which makes it even fucking better. Like they were to the point to where they're like, I think during the AJ Styles match, there's this huge thing in independent wrestling where you throw a streamer in the ring, and someone from the crowd was like a major fucking indie mark threw a fucking streamer in the ring during the AJ Styles match. I was like, holy shit, it's a streamer! Like that wouldn't matter to anyone else except for me. I was like, holy shit! And then like, all right, then the last match of the night. The big fucking baby face who got suspended. Haha, fuck you, Roman Reigns. Go to hell. I hope your career's over now. I fucking hate the Anoa'i family. I've hated every single one of you. Please fucking stop wrestling and stop producing people that wrestle. Stop it. Go to play football. Like, play the Canadian leagues, play the American leagues, play the fucking British leagues. I don't care. Get the Anoa'i family out of the WWE. Yeah. Like, if I can make that a petition,
I don't even want them being the janitors.
No,
the fucking shit.
I don't want them even in the fucking building. I don't give a shit. I don't care about the Wild Samoans. I don't care about Rikishi. I don't care about fucking Umaga, even though he's dead. He fucking sucked ass too. I don't care about the Usos. I really don't care about Roman Reigns. I really fucking hate that guy. I hate Roman Reigns more than I hate John fucking Cena. All right.
Yeah, which says a ton.
Yeah, John Cena has just spent his entire career burying guys that have had way more potential than he has ever had with his entire existence.
And was it executing 5 moves?
Executing 5 moves, like a 6 there for a little while, and then back down to 5. And I'm like, fucking shit, John, because he used it way too goddamn much. Anyway, they had Seth Rollins come back from a 7-month-long knee injury, which if anyone wants to fucking YouTube that knee injury, ow. Like, it just looks like it hurt. He just landed on his feet wrong.
Yeah.
Fuck everything about that clip. Holy shit, because you can just, like, see it buckle to the side.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Joe Theismann break quality.
No, not that bad, but still,
okay.
like fucking just, ow.
Yeah.
But he went over clean. And for a heel to go over clean over a baby face in the WWE never fucking happens. Especially like to the top guy, right?
Yeah.
And it was an amazing like double spot fest too. Like his move is called it's a pedigree where the back of the dude's head is like, all right, dude is face down on his feet, head between your legs, about to like lift up for a power bomb, but instead you fish hook both arms like around the back, jump up, and then like they go with you and they like smash their face into the mat. Okay. Roman Reigns' big thing is a spear, which is a shoulder tackle into the gut.
Yeah.
Okay. Seth Rollins jumped up while he was like while Roman Reigns was in the spear, pedigreed him in the corner, and like it was like such an instantaneous thing. They did slow-mo of it, too, like, with the camera, like, kind of at his back. Fucking beautiful spot. just pretty as you please, just everything perfect timing. Like it was in the corner, it was on the ropes, so we fucking dead weight lifted him up again, fucking pedigreed him again in the middle of the ring, got a clean 3 count. I lost my fucking shit. Like, I was stoned out of my brain, right? Like, but I still, like, I jumped up and I, like, held my hair and I was like, holy fucking shit. Just because I couldn't believe he went over clean. Guy who won the Money in the Bank ladder match was Dean Ambrose. I love me Dean Ambrose. I love me some John Moxley. Titty Master, like, written on his goddamn hand tape. Comes down there with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Like his music plays. So Seth Rollins is like getting ready for it in the ring. You know, he just won the championship. Instead of coming out through the regular entrance, Dean Ambrose comes to the crowd, hits him with the briefcase. Right, he is out. Right,
yeah.
Casts it in real quick. Fucking hits him with his Dirty Deeds DDT. Wins the whole match, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like the two best things, or actually the 3 best things that could have happened that night happened like one right after the other. Just bam, bam, bam. And I'm like, you gave me what I wanted all at once. Don't touch it again. I need like 5-10 minutes to stop.
Just let it quit twitch in a minute.
You're not gonna get any more out of me. Stop. You just keep milking it. Just fucking quit.
Let me smoke this cigarette and just fucking chill out.
I'm like, I need a glass of water. Shit. Fuck. God damn.
Give me the vapors.
Yeah, but it was like an all and on, just like of course it had its lulls through it.
Yeah.
Overall, just skipped those 3 matches or those 2 matches. Fucking fantastic. Worth $9.99 for this month.
Well, I'm glad because I know you've bitched time and time again that you just feel like they're fucking you and fucking you and fucking you
because of Roman fucking Reigns. Because they don't know how to like put over new talent. Like that's been their problem ever since the Attitude Era. It's like they were forced to against WCW to build up these new and exciting guys. They don't have any competition.
Yeah,
like. Their most hardcore fans are going to be the ones that keep turning in. Yeah. Like fucking me. Like no matter like how many times like they do things that I think are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I'm going to still every now and then be like, all right, I just got to fucking watch it.
Yeah.
But, even though their TV ratings are down, they're still making fucking money.
Oh yeah.
And
I mean,
so, like,
you look at any crowd, man, that fucking stadium's full.
Packed every time.
Yeah.
And I don't fucking know. But thanks, writing, creative, whoever the fuck did that.
Yeah.
Kudos. Don't fuck it up.
I was about to say, do you think it'll continue?
We'll see after the next pay-per-view. I really hope they don't fuck it up.
How long is that?
They have one once a month. So once a month, I pretty much have a trial period of, is it worth me paying the $9.99 next month to see this shit?
Like you rage quitting that one time?
Oh yeah, after fucking SummerSlam last year? Yeah. I would do that again in a heartbeat.
That was hilarious. That shit hadn't been over for 2 minutes and you were like, you know what?
Fuck this.
Fuck my subscription.
I don't even think the pay-per-view ended by the time I canceled my subscription.
Maybe those demographics is why they're changing shit. Somebody high up in the company was like, you've got to see these fucking numbers. In the last 10 minutes, so many thousands of people fucking rage quit.
Hey, we should have never had Jon Stewart on our goddamn show. I haven't seen another celebrity guest since.
Oh my god. I remember watching that shit with you and I was like, that's fucking retarded.
I don't think they've had a celebrity guest since. I think the only guest they've had has been The Rock, but The Rock was a fucking wrestler.
Yeah.
So like that's understandable.
Yeah, he doesn't count.
Yeah, like if you're gonna like pull like Jon Stewart or Snooki in at WrestleMania 27, which I will never forgive them for that. Like you could like everyone wants to like harp on how bad I think like WrestleMania, the one at Caesar's Palace is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a shit show.
Yeah.
That is a shit show of all shit shows. That is like if WrestleMania is the granddaddy of them all, that is the shit showiest of them all. That is where like the Undertaker wins by DQ from the Giant Gonzalez using a fucking chloroform rag bad.
Yeah.
That is Yokozuna beating Bret Hart possibly the greatest in-ring technician ever, lost to another member of the fucking Anoa'i family. I forgot that the fucking Yokozuna was a member of the Anoa'i family. Fucking Samoans. God damn it. And then Hulk Hogan comes out. Challenged Yokozuna for his, the belt that he just won.
Yeah.
And for no fucking reason, Yokozuna was like, yeah, fuck it. I'll put it on the line.
Yeah.
And Hulk Hogan, by the end of the night, was fucking WWE or WWF champion again. And every, like, hardcore fan totally didn't leave that stadium not wanting to kill themselves back in 1980, whatever the fuck.
Liquor sales went through the fucking roof.
Everyone in Vegas that was, like, a smart mark back then, which I don't know even know if they existed. Like, they might have. Was puking their guts out on the strip due to the painkillers and depression that they were going through.
Shit, I remember my granddaddy back in the 80s. Dude, he was a mark through and through. My granddaddy eat that shit up, and I mean, dude, I think he believed it. I really think he did. Just thinking back on being a kid watching that shit with him, the way that he'd get all fucking excited, you know? It's like, damn, he eat every bit of that up.
I did too when I was a kid.
Yeah, but I saw through it. I watched a live wrestling match over here in Greenfield, and there was a certain point I remember looking over on the floor where a dude spit out, supposed to have been blood, where he'd been punched in the mouth, and he spit right next to me. And I don't even remember dude's name now, but I remember looking over at that fucking bloody spit and seeing little white chunks and realizing that was a fucking blood capsule. And, dude, I was like maybe 8, and I remember looking over and like, huh, this is all bullshit.
Yeah, back then during the 80s, especially Southern wrestling, it was Southern wrestling.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh, that was wrestling.
It was anything to put asses in seats.
Yeah.
Which is not the way you should run a wrestling show. Anything to put asses in seats causes like people to lose ears and eyes to be knocked out of the fucking socket.
Yeah.
That is not the type of wrestling that anyone needs to fucking watch.
But that's one of the moments, though, I think it expanded. You know, it went past wrestling. For me as a kid, when I began to realize how much shit was bullshit, which is weird. That little bloody spot. And I remember looking over at it, and I'm like, it's fake.
It's like Jerry.
It's all bullshit, like looking around. And then Lawler, had told me that it was all fake. See, this was afterward. This was after Lawler years ago had told me that it was fake, because there was still part of me wanted to believe it. But that was like what cemented it, where I realized, oh my God, he was right.
But the thing about, like, also Lawler too telling you about, like, the Andy Kaufman thing being real.
Yeah.
It is, like, highly debated, and even Lawler has changed, like, his story, like, 2 or 3 times on whether or not that was a work.
Yeah.
Like,
well, he told me as a kid that it wasn't fake.
Yeah.
That he meant to hurt that motherfucker.
Fuck, I think they should, and I think they might be inducting Andy Kaufman into the WWE Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. Which, you know, Snoop Dogg and Drew Carey are in there.
Yeah.
Andy Kaufman was actually a champion.
Yeah.
He was the intergender champion in Memphis wrestling because he won the women's title.
Oh man, I would have clipped that. Episode. Go back and look it up where I talked about talking to Lawler as a kid. Mm-hmm. I would have clipped that out and just put that segment like on YouTube or something by itself. We need to talk to the lady here in town where she talks about where she met fucking Bill Dundee down there in Memphis.
Yeah.
And threw him out of a fucking glass company.
Oh, fuck.
She worked for a company that put glass in cars and threw his ass out. And I can't remember the wrestler's name. My mom threw this fucking wrestler one time out of a bar. She was a bartender. And for the life of me, he was big shit around here. But I can't remember his fucking name. But she threw his ass like clean the fuck out. I need to get get my mom to tell that story. Get this lady I know to tell her Bill Dundee story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people would get a kick out of some of these.
Someone who recently got let go from the WWE, who I think runs a school in Murfreesboro that I would love to go to, Dutch Mantel.
Yeah.
He was the guy that had the strap match with Bill Dundee.
Yeah, the bullwhip match.
Yeah.
I want to see that again. I want to see that fucking match again. I hadn't saw it since I was a kid, you know?
There's in like the inner like wrestling circles, there's only all right. Guys blade to bleed. But the old school way of doing it was they would hit you a certain way and a certain spot on your forehead that would just crack open your forehead.
Yeah.
And I think the last two guys that really know how to and pull that off in the business are Terry Funk and...
Well, yeah, of course, Funk.
And Dirty Dutch Mantel.
Yeah.
Because I hear stories all the time about, like, if you wrestle Terry Funk, he hits you hard as fuck. Like... Every shot is a stiff shot, and like
I watched the documentary he was on a while back.
Yeah, but I can imagine Dutch like beats the shit out of you if you go to his wrestling school, and that's the way that a new wrestler needs to be broken. It's the same way Killer Kowalski used to break in guys. It's the same way like any of like those big old names used to. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, you want to fucking take a bump? Take a spine buster from Killer Kowalski, see what happens.
The Hart's family.
Oh yeah, the Hart family dungeon where you would hear grown men screaming from the basement. Yeah, Stu Hart's wrestling school. Fuck it, just
hell yeah.
God,
if you're gonna do it, fucking do it.
That house came up on the market like 4 or 5 years ago.
Really?
The Hart family home. I can imagine a huge wrestling mark bought it too.
Probably.
Like a huge Canadian wrestling mark was just like, I own a piece of wrestling history just from owning that house.
I don't blame them.
Because everyone from Owen Hart, fucking Bret the Hitman Hart, all of them fucking had to go through that basement.
Yeah.
Oh god, Dean Malenko, Chris Benoit. Shit.
I still say it to this day, dude. Your fucking memory for that shit is fucking unbelievable.
Oh yeah, you need to know like actual science facts and shit that matters. Nope, wrestling. Let's go. It's gonna be in your brain. Fuck it.
Yeah. We don't need physics. We don't need chemistry. We don't need fucking high level engineering. Nope.
You want to be able to carry on an interesting and decent conversation with anyone like outside of like outside of small talk? Nah, fuck it, wrestling. Nah, fuck it, video games. Fuck it.
Yep. And with that, I think we need to close it up.
Alrighty.
Yeah, we'll just make this a quickie episode.
Alright. Well, this has been the Generation Gap Podcast. I've been Lunchbox.
And I'm Gleek.
And we'll see y'all next time.